Like I was telling Jason outside, you know, I don't know, I know I'm sure a few of you probably train at gi schools, which is great. If you like the gi, train in the gi. If you like no gi, train no gi. If you like both, do both, all right? But know one thing, it's, as long as you know they're two separate sports, just as different as Greco-Roman and judo, all right? Two different sports. And when you see someone, like in the George Sagarapoulos fight, for example, we went over that transition a bunch. Real simple. That's probably one of my most common transitions. Swim movement to spider web, right to the arm crush. That's just orange juice and fucking coffee in the morning. That's just basic 10-planet shit. And it's not the same as the gi transition, because the gi transition is real simple. Every position, every movement requires at least a job from 4 of your legs. Your arms got to do something, your legs got to do something. If you're doing something and your right arm is free and it's not really doing anything, you don't really need to put it to work and you're doing something just like this. This arm doesn't really have anything to do, I'm just going to leave it there. Your technique sucks, all right? You give it a job. Every limb has a job. And then there's other stuff, like your weight distribution. What are your hips doing? Are your legs leg curling? That's extra stuff. So every position's got 6 or 7 different things that's very important. All right? Anything that your part of your body can do to help the other parts, that's basically it. If this arm's holding his head and you're not holding them down, it's very important to get your legs in a certain position. Well, you need this arm, help it, clinch it. Real simple stuff. All right? So every position, every movement requires something. All your limbs have a job. So when he's on all fours, when you're training with the gi, you don't really have to do that swim move. There's other options you can do that work pretty damn good. If you got the gi, usually gi guys will attack right arms with your own right arm. In this one, we're attacking his right arm with the left arm. No matter what about attacking his left arm. Deep right hook, always. All right? So, but with the gi, you can come under here and grab the sleeve. And a lot of guys will come off the back here and try to take the arm here. Like that. Which can work. But no gi, good luck with that one. That's super low percentage. You don't have anything to hold on to. Greasy, sweaty arm. All right, you've got to get really good with the hooks. So there's a big difference between this and coming here and trying to take the arm and coming off the back here. This arm has a job, my right arm has a job, my left leg has a job, my right leg has a job. It's going to be doing a back kick here, and one on my shoulder. All my limbs have jobs. Bam. If you're in spider web and you're doing this, this isn't the way we do it. We never start pulling. We always control the leg. Sometimes, again, if you have to let go of the leg spin, if you have to let go of the leg to get this arm in, I would go Silverado. There's some techniques that Jean-Jacques, my master, he always attacks from here. Never crosses his feet. He opens his feet. A lot of people open their feet, which leaves you an escape route that way. Hickson crosses his feet. I don't cross my feet. Some guys don't want to control those legs. And they attack like this. They base out over here. This is good too. Jean-Jacques' a fucking master. He taps a lot of people out this way. This is really good this way. But it leaves his legs free. If he's acrobatic and he can roll and he can get back on top, we don't want that. We want him on his back. Keep him on his back. This is the way we attack. Right here. We don't attack like this. Even when Jean-Jacques teaches this position, he'll even say, this is the best way to control. Even though he doesn't even do it. I seen Half Gracie do this in one fight. He did a swim move and he controlled the guys. This is the best one. A lot of guys are doing this, but this is the way we're all going to do it. Here. Always control. Keep him on his back. Why let him swing his legs and flip back and get on top of you? No. It's so important. Keep him on his back and then we attack. A lot of people do the arm crush this way, which is effective, but I always go this way. Way more effective. You can get nice and deep and squeeze. Smash it. If his arm comes out, bam. Still don't let go of the leg. Now laying down parallel to it. Upside down. We're not doing this. This is not, George got away with this, but if the guy needed to escape, he can escape easily this way. There's no way for him to stop him. The other way. I always hold it. Alright, so things are different. No gi. It's not better or worse, but it's different. And you'll find a lot of you guys that do training the gi, that if you're used to training without handles, you go back to the gi, a lot of shit's easier. Especially twister side control with the gi. When you're allowed to hold pants in the gi, twister side control is death with the gi. It's way better, way easier. You got all these handles. Being able to hold the pants is huge. Right? So now that we understand the swim move, now we're going to go through the basic path of the rubber guard. This is also very important for the new stuff. Real basic stuff. Who's never worked rubber guard before? Just 4 guys? Who? You? Of course, you. 4 people. All right? We're going to run through this really quick. So just try to memorize the first 3 steps if you can. All right? And the rest of you guys, I'm sure if we go through every step, you're going to be weak somewhere. I'm sure at least 75% of you are going to need a lot of work with the Kung Fu move, for sure. I'm sure quite a few have flexibility issues where it's going to really affect the Kung Fu move. And just getting to mission control easily. All right? So we're going to go through a couple things. Remember the guy on top? He's going to always have 50% resistance, always. He's never going to be a dead fish. All right? So the first thing is I'm going to sit up. He's going to work on his posture a little bit. I'm going to sit up and grab. He's going to hold me up. 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 There we go. See how my ass is off the ground? He's working his posture a little bit. And my left arm is all the way around his head. We're not doing this here. It's not a plump punch. His neck is straight up. And we're tight here. We're not like this. We're in tight. He's holding me up. Then we bring him down, bend him down, and he's going to be sitting back on his heels. And I'm going to go right to mission control. And he's going to go from this, which is ridiculous, to a hammer kick fist on my chest. Just like this. You start off like this, and then once you get broken down, if you keep your hands like he did, right here is good. But once I break him down, if he keeps him there, he's going to fuck up his wrist. It's going to be really easy for me to take this over. So, here, and then once he gets broken down, let go of this, hammer fist on the chest, elbows out. And we're at mission control. Okay, so I sit up, he holds me up, powerful neck, working on his posture. I bend his neck, bring him down. Now he shifts his hand control. Right foot on the hip. The right foot on the hip kicks you out to make sure you're not too deep underneath. Wrist to ankle here. Squeezing the legs together. Mission control. Now we need to get the hand on the mat, which is hard. It's easy, it's awesome if the guy just gave you his arm. You gotta work for it. You gotta be fast. Because a tight T-Rex keeps you from getting the hand on the mat. But it's very important to get the hand on the mat. Alright? When we break a guy down, when we break a guy down, we're always looking to get to invisible collar as fast as we can. If you don't have the flexibility for invisible collar, we're looking to get the chill dog as fast as we can. That's always the goal. Because the steps before invisible collar, starting with mission control, starting then from New York, and the transition from New York to chill dog, all have windows where a guy could pop out. He could posture up, he could slip out, he could stack you in. All right, all those steps. It's not, mission control is not the be all end all. That's just the beginning. All right, and if you have the proper clinch control, you got to be able to move. The goal is to get to invisible collar or chill dog as fast as you can. Because in invisible collar, he can't do shit. Invisible collar, he can't posture up. He can't pull out, and he can't stack you. He's trapped. He's waiting for you to make the move. So sometimes invisible collar is a submission. Not always. They'll never look at it as a submission. If he submits, then good for you. But don't look at it as submission. Look at it as the ultimate control in the guard. There's no better control than invisible collar. Can't do it. Those of you that like to get there know what I'm talking about. If you don't like to get there, you'll probably get there right now. It's going to not be as awesome as I'm making it sound. All right? But if you get there all the time, you'll realize, shit, dude can't do nothing in invisible collar. It's my move here. All this stuff. Before that, he has a window of opportunity. Depending on how strong he is, how greasy he is, how strong your clinch is, a lot of factors. All right? So the goal is to get to invisible collar / chill dog. Chill dog, that's as far as you can get. That means you can't cross your feet. Still, chill dog is better than mission control. Chill dog is better than New York because we have our shield up. We cleared his neck. The forearm on the neck, that's the shield. Sometimes our shield is our forearm, which is most of the time. Sometimes it's our left leg or right leg if we're playing the other side. But if we have our left leg replacing our shield, now my right arm can do some other shit while I have my left leg. And then I'll explain all that. All right? So the shield is huge. So when we're playing rubber guard, I break him down. This guy's hands on the mat here. Let's say I break him down and his hands are already on the mat. Bam. Is it a good idea to hug my knee right away or wait 3 seconds? Right away. Why? Break the guy down. You're like, whoo. He's got his hand on the fucking mat, and then he realizes he fucks up, and then he goes, okay, I'm going to try the zombie. What would you, as a coach, what would you tell your student? You fucking missed it. He had it on the mat for a second. And you gotta be, if you're on top of the mount, and a guy bucks you off, and you know you've gone past the point of no return, and you know you're going to end up on your back, halfway down, I'm already thinking, where's his hand at? I'm not going to wait until I get on my back, assess the situation, take a breath, and then try to get that hand on the mat. You may never get that hand on the mat. If a guy has a good T-Rex, good luck. You got to get that shit in advance when you can. Make sense? Right? So, if I break him down and he has his hand on the mat for a second, that means hug your knee. That's what that means. Right away. But that, I'm not going to let him put his hand on my mat. Then, when we clear the neck, now we're in invisible collar. He can't do shit from here. He's done. Especially with the double leg curls. If he tries to stand up, I use this arm to hook this leg. And then he's eventually going to just stay here, stall, and he comes back down and I squeeze. Then from here I decide what I'm going to do. A lot of things I can do from here. I can, once I'm in invisible collar, in this situation, I'm just going to take his left arm. Because it's ready to go. His left arm's done. So we're going to go invisible croc. We switch the feet, and I take the arm. Or I can go gogo plata here. Start working this. Or I could, from invisible collar, I could double bag, replace my shield with my left. Now my left leg is my shield. I don't need this anymore. Now we're battling from here. And usually his hand's going to be up here, battling here, trying to stop the go-go. And this, I call this Kung Fu bagger, because it's a Kung Fu move, but we got a double bagger. This is always a double bagger here. And this is a stalling position. He's stuffing my gogo plata. I could easily transition to Jukla here, but I want to try to finish him. So if we're in invisible collar here, and and then I double bag, replace my shield, and he's stopping this. It's good defense. All right? So I can easily transition, just let go of that foot and transition to Jukla, so I'm working omoplata. Or I could work to try to get under this elbow and fight to go for straight jacket here. If I can get my foot under his far armpit, then I got the straight jacket. If he's got flexible shoulders and I still have the arm and he doesn't tap, some guys don't tap here, then we do the special K here. All right? You need a lot of flexibility for that. We're back to invisible collar here. More. And we're back to invisible collar here. And then, again, double Kung Fu bagger here. And he's blocking. Sometimes, getting this foot under the armpit, that's a bitch sometimes. Especially if you don't have long legs. If if you don't have the flexibility. So what I'm doing now, from here, this is my goal now. To get to invisible collar, settle him down, break him down a bit, and then from invisible collar transition to the Kung Fu bagger here. Replace my shield, and now we're fighting, and he's going to be stalling out here. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to zombie this arm. Easy to zombie. Way easier to zombie this arm than to get this foot under his armpit. This one's the sorcerer. This is the one that I'm doing all the time now. So I'm just getting into this position, the stalling position. Instead of fighting for the go-go here, or fighting for a straight jacket, I'm just going to zombie this arm. Hug this knee. Hug at both knees. And then flip this leg over here. And he's done. So instead of going to Jew Claw, where he has a chance to posture up, even if you force him to roll, and you do get on top and even pass his guard, that's just side control. You're on the 50-yard line. You still got a lot of work to do. Hopefully you get the mount, hopefully you get the back. Maybe he recovers guard. I'd rather just get it over with right there. Instead of, I'll only go to Jew Claw now if I have to. If all that fails. If the go-go plata fails, straight jacket fails, and I can't quite, even sometimes you're at a bad angle and you can't double back. You can't reach that foot. Maybe he's too big. Then you go to Jew Claw. But don't go to Jew Claw like right away. Let's see if we can finish him first. All right? So, but for the basic path, we're going to, he's going to hold me up. He's holding me up. He's working his posture. He's looking up. Break him down. Now he transfers his hammer fist to my chest. Nice. He's sitting back on his heels. We zombie here. We can double bag the chill dog. Clear that neck. Shield right here. Remember, if you can't cross your feet here, just keep your leg here. You're in chill dog. I can't cross my feet up. Sometimes you might have to reach over and grab, and then hug that knee again. But you can still stay a chill dog here. All right? From chill dog or from invisible collar, we're going to work on our Kung Fu move. Now we're going straight to Jew Claw. Work on the Kung Fu move here. Perfect Jew Claw. Just like spider web, all your limbs have a job. Your feet are crossed, squeezing your knees together. This left arm is blocking the body always, so he doesn't jump over you, pass your guard. If my arm is here, he's going to cartwheel over right to my side control. No, go back again. Just jump over. Now I'm really, because I wasn't blocking his body. So perfect Jew Claw here. Squeezing, controlling this wrist. If his arm's here, I don't have anything. So we got to always control this arm. With the gi, you can just grab the sleeve here, just open up your legs. That works beautifully. No gi, you got to clench up. And then from here, we're going to sit up, face out, perfect omoplata. Hook his far arm. You can S grip it or gable grip it. And take him out. All right, so we're going to break him down. Mission control. Zombie. New York to chill dog or invisible collar. Transition to Jew Claw. Perfect Jew Claw omoplata. You got it? Down. Right foot on the hip. Make sure you're not too far in. Zombie. Let go of the ankle, clear the neck. Chill dog. Invisible collar if you can. Perfect Kung Fu move. Bring the leg over, elbow over the toes. Here. Drive your knee down, ass in the air, orbit his body. He doesn't have very flexible shoulders. All right, guys, all you rubber guard veterans, let's see perfect steps, perfect technique. All right, let's go.